Baby, she got a queen rap on.
I'm going to my own.
She's mad, Monique, because. The show is carrying tonight. It's just totally carrying on tonight.
They said you washed up. She did.
Baby, I've responded to Gary Owens.
No, that.
Did you see him talking about you, Monique?
Girl, I did, Miss Madison. I saw my brother.
Khia, let's just knock it out.
We get ready to do it.
She want to do the thing. She want to do it, Khia.
Hey, Miss Madison.
Khia married?
Miss Madison.
All this stuff that went over her. Khia, please, let's do the show.
Miss Madison.
Yes, my lady.
Could you please ask Khia to come sit down in front of this camera so she and I can have a conversation? Because, Miss Khia, I'm doing this because I saw that little response you gave to me a while back, and I so appreciated it when you said, you know what, Monique, I know just what you're going through, and I understand
See,
that.
the lady's telling you she loves you for standing up with her, even saying that. Khia, please.
Miss Madison?
Please, Khia.
Baby, we're not going to do that. Khia, I've been on set for 10 hours today, baby. If you want to pass, I totally understand it, sister, but we can't do this.
Can we do you have time for, our shows is on Monday. And Khia, please come on, let's just knock it out the way. Please, sister.
Khia, why are you carrying on?
Not feeling this. I'm so
She said this, the production went.
I know. We don't have to do it, but can she just come sit down where you are so I can see her?
You want to talk with her?
I do. She don't have to do it.
She want to do it, but we didn't start on time. The production was messed up. All this stuff. We didn't.
Just come and say hi.
The energy just went off. Khia, please. Do you know for 2 or 3 days, you saying your energy off? Hold on, Monique. Let me say. For 2 or 3 days, I've been trying to get. I don't want to cry, but I've been feeling so by myself for these days, trying to make this thing go right. Y'all left yesterday, y'all went and did y'all thing. I've been trying to get lights perfect, this stuff perfect, this stuff right. But this not my fault, sister. None of this stuff my fault. They came at 1, stuff got messed up, they went to go get another computer. It's not my fault. I just want
Hey, Ira, we're on with the Queen's Court.
And we just do the Monique.
Baby, they say, what the hell? Baby, Khia is our sister that co-hosts the Queen's Court with us.
That's it.
Oh, Madison. Oh, baby.
Hi, Khia.
Hey, Khia.
She mad.
That's all right, baby. Put the camera in her face.
I'm not feeling it.
Okay.
I know, baby, but
do business. This shit is fucked up.
I agree, baby, but me and you gonna speak, because me and you don't have no issue with each other. We gonna speak like two sisters.
We ain't got to speak while we taping. The shit is fucked up. But it's not taping us. It don't matter. Well, shit is fucked up. Can we do it? Can we do it Monday?
Baby, unfortunately, I can't, because
Just interview her. You got the questions you want to ask her? Interview.
Khia, but hold up, sister. Hold up a second, baby. You got one sister here just wanting to say hey to another sister.
She just want to
even if it don't go good, if it don't go right.
She mad at me. Everybody in here mad at me.
Oh,
I'm
Madison.
Trying to make the show perfect.
Madison.
All this stuff I put in, and everybody is mad with me. For days I've been trying to get this stuff right. And I swear by $2,000.
Baby, we also on Periscope right now because they waiting to watch it too.
I know that, man. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is do the stuff right.
That's all, baby. That's all she want to do.
Just like me and you talking on the phone. You understood where I'm coming from with that stuff. Yes, I'm a trend. I have to do this stuff on my own. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to make my sister feel no kind of way. I just want to do the show. I want to do the thing. Stuff like this happen. It's my fault for trying to make it perfect when it was already right.
You know what, Madison? Sometimes, baby, it's just technical shit that goes wrong that we have no control over. This is not heavy, my sisters. Like, this ain't heavy, y'all. This ain't, because we're not gonna go to bed with heavy hearts and we mad because you might not wake the fuck up tomorrow morning. So is this really worth getting worked up and upset? Me and my sister just said, before we called y'all 10 minutes ago, baby, we was having it. We was having it.
It was heated.
We was having it. But when we got finished, we put our arms around each other. We said, all right, we good, we good. We can't go to bed with heavy hearts, so I'm sorry.
But we're not mad at each other. It's just a situation. And all I want to do is do the show and that's all I want to do is do the show. I don't want to feel like that I done put in all a whole week. Monique, me and you we've been talking for the whole week. I just want to do the show. That's all I want to do.
I know, sweetness.
That's it. That's all I want to do.
And
do the show.
And I done stayed up. Okay, but I got an early call tomorrow. But I'm like, these is my babies, and I gave them my word.
That's tears and all. Put this stuff.
See, sisters, sometimes,
don't
touch
it.
Sometimes you gotta work with us. You gotta work with us. Because sometimes we don't have all the technical things. We don't have all the things that the big money can get. So I'm not tripping with my sisters. I get it. I've been there before. When the shit don't get to working, when it get to clicking and clacking, and you want somebody to be patient with you. Do it our way. Whatever it is they talk about, however they say it, what they did say was, we ain't gonna wait for nobody to give it to us. We're gonna do it on our own. So I'm proud of that.
Right. Put that other microphone in. Carl, your pants in there. The back of the swimming pool.
Don't let me see a little more, please, baby. Thank you. Baby, don't be confused. We're ready to go on Queen's Court with
That's
Madison.
right now.
No, stay right here. Somebody said you could all go somewhere else. You can stay right here.
I'm not gonna let the ship go down, girl, honey, without putting on a life jacket.
That's right, Mama.
Now, Monique, listen. I want to say, first of all, I want to thank you for coming on the Queen's Court. Khia said the energy, she don't like it with how it started off, but I'm gonna keep going. I love my sister, and I'm just gonna go. So for tonight, it's just that it's gonna be me doing it with you. This is me and you right now, Monique. Okay.
Let's go, baby.
So you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you.
Okay.
I am so sorry for, in the beginning, before I read your emails, I misjudged you. I misjudged you because, one, I thought that you were being greedy. Let me be honest with you. I thought that you were being greedy. And I thought that it was because of you being selfish that you wanted everybody else to, I'm telling you, now this is me straight up telling you that you wanted everybody else to boycott Netflix for your own personal situation. This is what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after I read the emails and I saw you put out the situation and you put these things out, I said, you know what? They tried you, Monique. When I looked at your deal was saying that they offered you $500,000, and you were going to be in some type.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, this video right here is about the Queen's Court, and a lot of y'all may be familiar with this internet podcast. This show recently took off within the last few months. It's been on for a long time because Khia originally started the show on her own. Back when you used to see her in her living room, just her by herself on the couch, just basically ranting on, talking about different celebrities in their day-to-day life and whatever may be happening in the news or any vile news pertaining to those said celebrities. But in the last few weeks, Khia has been catching a lot of controversy. First with the Lil Wayne baby mama situation with the Toya and the Regine, basically dragging the mom and the daughter, I mean, just straight clowning them. Now we know Khia has plenty of antics and she has plenty of gift for gab. You know, she can really, talk her ass off, and she can also crack some good jokes. But one thing about people like Khia, I don't personally have no problem against Khia. I wish her much success, if you will. But at the same time, people like her can dish it out, but they sure as hell can't take it. And we all know a lot of people like that talk a lot of shit about people, talk a lot of noise about people. But when it's time for that noise to be reciprocated back to them, they found some kind of way to throw up a flag and basically be like, well, you're picking on me, or you're doing this to me or not. Now, recently, not recently, but before the situation with Monique, you had the Escape situation with her, Candy, and the Girls of Escape, where she basically was talking about Candy Burrs and talking about how her cookie is loose, is no good, got a lot of mileage on it, and Todd Tucker better beware because, everywhere Candy go, every city she goes, she's pretty much getting down for the get down, for those of you who know what that means. And Khia and T.S. Madison allegedly went to the concert with Tamar Braxton, which Vince Herbert, whatever his name, was managing Escape at the time. Now, I've been hearing rumors about they fired Vince for managing them, which probably true or not. Who's to say? But anyway, so when it came time for Khia and them to try to go on stage, T.I. allegedly came backstage, cussed everybody out. Well, he didn't cuss T.S. Madison out. Khia, he didn't say nothing to them. He went in there, cussed Tamar out, and it was allegedly said that he also cussed out Tamar mom also, and, some of the sisters in there. And like I said on a video I did a few weeks ago, if that was me and my family, just say, hypothetically speaking, if the shoe was on the other foot and I was a female and that was my sisters, my mom, we would all just jump them. I was just saying that to be funny at the same time, but at the same time, being honest, you're not going to come in there and cuss my mom out. So that was one big thing. Then also the situation with Monique due to her Netflix deal going bad, where they trying to really lowball her and underpay her. She using the examples like how much Amy Schumer getting paid, how much Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle getting paid, which, she has a good point with Amy Schumer, but, at the same time, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle are certified legends, which including Monique is a legend also, in her own right. And so I don't take anything away from Monique. Big shout out to Mo, matter of fact. But Khia had a few choice words for Monique, even though she didn't, go off too hard on Monique. She basically was saying like, fuck Monique, I got my own words to go about. And pretty much, how you just say, forget that person. Some people say, well, fuck that person. That don't mean you saying F them or forget them or things like that. I mean, like, I'm not worried about that person, but just the way she said it. So Monique kind of wanted to address that because that was tweeted, and also it was on Instagram. So Monique was there to address it. Now, instead of Khia sitting there addressing the situation with Monique, she decides to play the little girl game. And that's what I call the little girl game, is when you're a grown-ass woman, and when it's time to be a woman, you want to resort back to being a little girl. And see, men and women both do that. They're just like a guy that talks shit. We're going to use a guy for an instance. They're just like a guy that talk a lot of shit over the internet. And we know a lot of people, some of them, matter of fact, came to your mind, some YouTubers that talk a lot of mess. Then when it's time to perform, or when it's time to get down for the get down, I ain't talking about sex, I'm talking about throwing them hands, whooping some ass. They punk out, or they have some kind of excuse, just like in a situation with this famous YouTuber, I'm not gonna name, how he got caught up somewhere and he ended up getting the stuff and knocked out his egg McMuffin, if you will. Now, on the situation with Khia, like, long as she's in control and she's doing her thing and she able to ramble on and talk about somebody, she's cool. But like I said in the beginning, she has this self-sabotaging behavior where many people are like her. It's like when things go good for these type of people, they're going to find a way to ruin it. They're going to find a way to make everything go south and go bad, instead of them being grateful and realizing how far they came, because, for this show just to come on, and it been on a while, but when Madison came to the show, that's when the show really took off. And I don't care what nobody say, because the Queen's Court been on for a few years, I think. Let me know in the comment section. I know it's been on for a few years, but when T.S. Madison came, the show basically took off due to Madison personality, her character and who she is. Now, we don't care anything about her being a transgender. That's their business right there. But as far as the personality and what Madison brings to the table, I really like her for that right there also. So at the same time, instead of Khia riding with Madison, being there for her friend, which, it's loyalty above everything, death before dishonor. And that right there was very dishonored. You know what I'm saying? Because let's get to the point where people talk about technical difficulties. Do you want to know what technical difficulties is? Technical difficulties is when you wake up and you have migraine headaches and you still sit in these chairs or on your soapbox and you perform for the people. You talk to the people. You make them laugh or whatnot. Many days I have woke up with bad headaches because I do have bad headaches and migraines, from playing sports, and I was in a car wreck when I was young also, had like 2 concussions. So, and a lot of people didn't know this, so I'm sharing that with you all. But at the same time, I wake up, I be having headaches, and sometimes you could tell because you might see me like glaring sometimes because my head be just ringing sometimes. It's not all the time. It's like every now and then. Like a couple of days ago I had it. And for those of you who tell about my personality and how I talk, you can pretty much tell. Some days I'm into it, really into it. Some days I'm kind of drawn back because, things I have going on. You want to talk about technical difficulties, and this ain't nothing dealing with no mics and everything. Just like I've been trying to get my live stream up and run. If it's not my encoder, it's my mic. If it's not that, it's the PC. So having to go buy a whole nother PC and everything else, but yet it's still, the show must go on. Just like sometimes when your stomach be hurting or whatever. Do you know how bad it is to sit up there try to talk to somebody? Then you got your job to go to, you got your businesses to go run and everything else. Then you got your own little situation to look after of your house, your pets. That's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So all this can be classified as technical difficulties. But guess what? Like Lupe Fiasco said, the show must go on. The party must goes on. One monkey don't stop a show. And I'm not calling nobody no monkey. Nothing racist here about that. But at the same time, you don't leave your friend hanging. We are going to face things in life that's going to, stop our momentum or try to discourage us. But at the same time, you have to be down with the team, And for Khia to leave Madison there crying, Madison basically begging Khia to come do the show with Monique. At least say, hey, Khia didn't even want to sit down and say hey to Monique. And that right there was a big slap in the face also right there, because you got to understand, Monique, true, she just any other woman, but at the same time, she's not just any other woman. That is Monique. You feel what I'm saying? I would have loved to sit down. Matter of fact, I may get her on the show one day. I may reach out to her and let her come on my platform and share her story, even though I know she's going to ask me the same question she asked Sway in the morning. So how would you feel if they offered you this and this other person is getting offered that when you are more decorated than that person? How Sway was sitting up there looking like he was sweating bullets and stuff like, Monique, well, when they don't want to answer the question, because those people at these radio stations, they have their hands tied. And if they was to tell us the truth, trust me, their ratings going to go down, and eventually they're going to get replaced, or they're going to put a case on them, things like that. So I understand, to a certain extent, why certain one of these radio personalities, even when you notice on the Sway in the Morning show, when Monique turned around and asked the woman, what would she do? Notice she didn't get no complete answer also. And then asked Sway co-host, the main one, I can't think of her name. What's her name? You all can tell me in the comment section, the bigger girl, because he got like a skinny woman there, and he also got a bigger woman there. When Monique asked the bigger woman, she didn't really get no straight answer. And it's a reason for that. But at the same time, Khia been saying a lot of things about a lot of other people. And then the fact that Madison also admitted that she was the one that paid for the laptop, $2,000 for a computer. Most likely that's an Apple right there. Anything two above. So went out there and spent all her money, got the production and everything. Khia didn't do a damn thing and lend a damn dime to help with the situation. And this the love that you give Madison. And see, this should be a lesson to Madison also. That's why I do my show by myself. For those of you all who all want to know, I have many people want to work with me. I have all kinds of other services trying to contact me. Let's go here, let's go there. I'm like, no, I'm not going to leave my YouTube to go over here to some other platform or go on this network, anything else like that, because I had built this from the ground up, and it took a lot for me to build it to the point I got it at right now. And then a lot of people, it take years to do what I have done in just a little while, But anyway, to make a long story short, when Madison said she basically bought everything, put everything together, I'm thinking like, well, damn, I'm thinking that this a tag team production, because when you see the Queen's Court, you see them both lollygagging, you see them laughing at each other, So I'm thinking that it's a sisterhood there. I'm thinking that it's real love there. But it goes to show you, in the face of danger, in the face of adversity, it shows you who your real friends are. And then the fact that Khia would sit up there and want to blame the production team, and this is exactly what she said. I don't want you all to think I'm saying that this is what she said. Khia said, everyone is grown. No one is going to go into work and be made a fool of. True, I get that. Now, Khia also says, I won't allow myself to be filmed. Laptops falling, no connection, and all this pretend production. Who can't produce just standing and looking? And this the same person that wrote the song My Nique and My Back Lick My you know, in my crack. Now, if you some upstandard type person, I don't think you would never ever made that song right there. So for you to be all high society now that your show done blew up and you getting a little fame, because you got a lot of more people doing way bigger things than them, but that's not to take anything away from them. So don't sit up there and act like you can't accept a little minor technical difficulty, if you will. But it wasn't no technical difficulty. The point is, you didn't want to face the Piper. You did not want to face Monique, you know what I'm saying? And hardly a lot of people want to face Monique, including men. And Khia also says, Khia walked off to send a message. She would not tolerate this foolishness. Next case, Khia is saying, keeping the punks out of your house and hire someone who can hold accountable. Now, we all know T.S. Madison, like I said, is transgender and everything, and most likely T.S. Madison is going to be hanging around people that are somewhat like her. You feel me? And for Khia to say, keep those punks out your house, I mean, that's like a slap at Madison also, you know, so you got to be careful what you're saying. So not only should Madison feel offended, but the whole production team should be offended. You know, you got to think about that. Then all the little slick stuff she been saying, what Khia been saying about homosexuals and the LGBT community, it's a wonder that they support the show. And I get it now. See, they support the show, the LGBT community support the show, not for Khia. They support the show for T.S. Madison. I get that now. And really, Madison can do her own show by herself. You know, just go and let Khia go, because this is a prelude. This is a warning to show you Khia's self-sabotaging behavior is going to damage this show. That's why I prefer to do my show by itself. You know, that way I'm in control. I don't have to worry about nobody shutting it down. Just like this celebrity personality that this radio host guy had a good show. And I'm going to say what city. I'm not going to say the name. Out of New York. I think it's out of New York. But anyway, had a little nice team, group of people working for him. I think about 4, 5, 6, 7 people. You know, they helped him build his platform up. And the moment that he got his break to go somewhere else and do something better, he left all those people hanging. Didn't even want to produce the shows anymore or anything. So for those of you who trying to up and coming content creators for YouTube, for those of you who thinking about getting in this game, trust me, it's not an easy game. You're going to have a lot of problems. You're going to experience a lot of technical difficulties. But more than the technical difficulties, you're going to deal with a lot of hate and a lot of people, you know, trying to pull your arm this way, trying to pull you that way. But the thing is, you know, if it's your show, your ship, and you controlling this ship, you the one stay focused. You the one have the plan for the show. So that's why I said Madison got a good head on her shoulders. No pun intended. But at the same time, Madison could do better all by herself. You really don't need a Khia. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, in the long run, that personality is going to win people over. Because people are going to get tired of you talking about people like a dog eventually. And then what they have left in, you know, if you don't got nothing else to offer but some harsh critique of people. But anyway, let me know what you all think about this situation. And yes, I'm thinking about reaching out to Monique. I'm in the process of moving from my house to another house, so that way I can have my studio built up right, even though I know Mo is not going to come to my house and sit in my studio, which I wouldn't mind, you know, not saying anything funny sexually, because I know she's married and I respect her marriage. But at the same time, you know, I will try to reach out to her later on this year. I'll say this year, and most likely see can I get Mo on the show if it's not too late or if she's not too busy and if it's coincide with her schedule. So I'm going to reach out to her, but I'm in the process of moving because I'm still facing a lot of technical difficulties, but I'm going to get it right. I'm working on it. So I will be moving from this house into a bigger house, and I will have my own personal studio, because the studio that I have that I want to, you know, put in this house, it's too small. I'm not going to be able to put all my equipment and everything in there that I want to do. So let me know what you all think about this video. And to Madison, girl, keep your head up. Don't worry about them haters. You know what I'm saying? You good by yourself. And to Khia, you too also keep your head up, because this is not hate or anything like that, because I didn't call you out your name or anything like that. But it's the same time to let you know that you're going to face problems. But one thing about those problems, when you got a person depend on you, you got a co-worker, co-host depend on you, you know what I'm saying? You got to ride with your people. You can't leave your people down. That's one thing I do not like. To me, and that right there is very disloyal. And if you're going to talk shit about somebody, be ready to back it up. Just like I talk shit about a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I had one fool, what's his name, Whack 100, tell me, I ever see you in LA. Man, you must don't know I be in LA. You know, so anyway, all kind of things. It comes with the territory. I'm not worried about any of that. Let me know what you all think about this situation. And if you like the video, push that like button if you like. Subscribe. Next time, you know, hopefully when the Queen's Court come back on, because they saying that the show is going to probably be canceled or Khia quit the show. I don't believe that. Khia probably not going to come back tonight. And if she does come back tonight, kudos. But at the same time, get your shit together, because if you're going to dish it out, you got to be able to take it. I'm out.